Okay, so welcome back. Let's go ahead and end our turn. I believe they should be attack. Wow, that's actually the first time they haven't attacked. Huh, interesting. So, that being said, let's go ahead and save again. Do a couple more missions here. Three-way date. Anyways, you sick bastards! Let's go ahead and do Lubu's events. Like I said, her character events are all just about searching dungeons for the 7-star sword. Shenanigans ensue. That looks pretty funny. Alright, so now Lubu also has one more equipment slot for one more item. Okay. Now that that's done. Let's see. I think this has an HCG. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. So let's not do that just yet. I'm pretty sure Himiko gets a pretty good skill though. We'll leave that for later. So let's go ahead and do Seime's events. Damn it, I think I put Chihaya in there. Don't worry, that was an HCG because you didn't see nipple. Okay, so you get an item from that called the Golden Fleece. Again, what the hell is cumulative hate? Neither my friend protagonist nor I have been able to figure out what the hell cumulative or volatile hate even do in this game. So for all intents and purposes, this item is useless. We won't use it. Unless we just put it on someone just for the sake of them having an item. Okay. So, that last CG we can show on YouTube. I don't have to edit it out because you don't see nipple. Ugh. It's not hentai until you see nipple. But that aside, let's go ahead and finally march on St. Louis. I kind of wanted to put Chihaya into the final battle because obviously he's our best unit. But as obviously as you guys can have seen, we accidentally kind of used him for Seime's events. So that's whatever. We can still capture St. Louis without him. The final battle. For some odd reason, I don't know if it's something wrong with the game itself because the English patch maybe screwed something up, but for some reason in the events, like, you know, the dialogue, narration, whatever, Billy the Kid's voice lines don't actually come up. I don't know why that is, because obviously even if I'm not talking, you can hear Oda Nobunaga talking in the background, and, you know, other people like Himiko and whatnot. But Billy the Kid doesn't have any voice lines. But you can hear her voice lines when you actually use her in battle. She's been voiced, but why her voice lines don't come up, I'm not really too sure. Maybe it's just something wrong with the game itself. Just in case you were wondering. Okay, that's Geronimo. So you've probably caught on to this by now, but you can tell who's being mind controlled by the weird, you know, bleeding sound, whatever, by looking at their eyes. The whole stereotypical, you know, oh, just look them in the eyes kind of trope. That's so frequent in anime. Okay. Yeah, shut your trap. Okay, so this is another part where I say the computer is a cheating bastard because look how many troops they have fielded. 7. You can only you yourself cannot do that. You cannot deploy more than 6 troops at a time or 6 units at a time. Whereas the computer sometimes may deploy 7, 8, or even 9. I actually, do they ever deploy 9 in this game? I'm not too sure. I've seen them deploy 8. I'm pretty sure. 7 is kind of frequent too, as you can see here. But yeah, sometimes they can break the system, and you can't. So it's another way. It's another way of the game telling you, you know, haha, fuck you. Looks like we got another environmental hazard, excuse me, thing here called -1 speed. So that's great. Thankfully, you do have Ashoka. So Ashoka is going to be instrumental against these 3 units right here, all the hammer units. I'm so tempted to call them hammer bros. We'll bring on Magellan because she can target these 4 in the back, and she can just, you know, eventually she'll just rack up enough damage to take them all out. So we're also going to put in Hiraga Gennai there too. Unfortunately, I kind of wanted to deploy Marco Polo and Santohoshi because they are the only two units who don't take attribute damage from these three. But unfortunately, we don't have them equipped, or we don't have them available. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with. Let's see, who can we really deploy? Who's not gonna die right away? All the people who have high defense aren't meant to be frontliners. What the hell? I guess we can put in Kamehameha because she has, 7 in defense. That's decent enough, I guess. This is kind of a hard decision. But we'll deploy Yoshitsune, and I guess we'll deploy Himiko. I'm really not very comfortable with deploying magicians anywhere outside of the back row because they're just like, they're gonna get targeted so easily. Obviously, I can just smack her right in the back row and just have her suffer -1 speed, and that wouldn't really be a big deal. But do I want to do that? The answer's probably no. But it is what it is. I'll just bank on the chance that these two lancers in the mid row on the other side aren't going to just absolutely murder Himiko. We'll just see what happens. Some of their names are pretty funny too. No water. Alright. That's great, I guess, Okay. So Geronimo has some really insane stats. Her defense sucks, but her attack and speed are really freaking off the charts. So we'll try to go ahead and defeat her unit first. Thank God that Hiraga Gennai has bombardment as an attack. Oh God, they actually did that. All right, that's a little bit of a problem. Let's go ahead and heal up Hiraga Gennai. Back up to full. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. I'm not gonna attack those. I'm just gonna try killing Geronimo if I can. Well, this will still hurt. 500 damage when she only has 156 troops herself. Yeah, that's how this game works. This will also hurt. Meteor strike on one of these girls on the top or bottom. Let's go ahead and attack Teton Su. This will just one-shot outright. Don't even need to ask. That girl's name is Afraid of her. What? Alright. Can't use Flare Blast, unfortunately, so let's just go ahead. Maybe we can finish off Blackshore? Let's see. Okay, we could. Nice. That's good. Let's go ahead and finish off Geronimo. Now she's down. Himiko. Okay. Who do we need to heal up more? Okay, Kamehameha's got more troops lost, so let's go ahead and heal Kamehameha. She'll be able to survive 1 or 2 more attacks here. She's going to use attack up, so we might not want to attack her. She'll also use defensive as well, because they have some Brave stocked up. I think we can take out the Lancer if we focus fire on her, with Magellan coming up over here. Oh, she actually didn't use attack up. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder why. Or I should say, I wonder why not. Flare Blast, nah, that's not worth it. So let's just finish off the Lancer here. Oh, she's actually using Dive Impact? Oh shit. Oh shit. That's bad. Let's see. Ashoka's lost half her troops. So if she uses Meteor Strike, will she take out Aloe in one shot is the question. We will have faith. I think she can. I think she can. We will have faith. Actually, now that she got attacked again, I'm not too sure. Aloe will probably survive this attack. Yes, she will. So, Ashoka might be dead. Yeah, she's definitely dead. God damn it, Bobby! Oh, I didn't mean to heal her! God damn it! That's fine. Wow, you only killed her by herself. They should one-shot, yeah, or finish her off, I should say. I don't think we got a great victory. You know, we just got a standard victory because we lost a unit and we took a lot of damage too. So, oh well. Okay, so we destroyed a pendant on Geronimo, so she screams like a little girl. Okay. So, we magically transport Geronimo back over to our room in Japan. Morals. Depending on what you did, may not let you live. Great answer. What did she say? Peel your skin off. Oh god. She's pretty savage, isn't she? Want some coffee? It's the first thing Billy Kid says to her friend. Well, technically they're friends, even though they might not seem like it. You want some coffee? Alright. Her English dialogue, or I mean Geronimo's English dialogue, is kind of inconsistent because sometimes it can be in the stereotypical Indian, you know, barbarian kind of manner of speech, but sometimes it can be pretty fluent English. But it's whatever. I personally don't really care. I'm surprised Geronimo still tolerates Billy the Kid, seeing their relationship. But hey, anime relationships don't really make sense all that often. Very rare that you find a friendship that actually makes sense. Seppuku! Or commit Sudoku, I should say, because I'm a Twitch memer. A lot's happened. All the variations of the Japanese ways to call someone older brother. So that's how Geronimo winds up calling Chihaya Onii-chan, whatever. Yeah, that's how that comes about. Even though no alliteration. Okay. So this is where Billy the Kid goes back to the USA. So she actually physically leaves your roster. I don't think she takes whatever items you put on her with her. I think it just goes back to your inventory. I could be wrong though. But strangely, I didn't check this out during my first playthrough, but I do remember putting an item on Billy the Kid when she leaves right after this event. But when she came back, she came back equipped with that same exact item that I put on her. So I don't know if the game just physically straight up removes that item from your inventory, your item inventory, when Billy the Kid leaves, but keeps it on her when she comes back to your roster, or it just, you know, puts the item that she had on her, well, at the time for, you know, desertion, technically, and gives it, puts it in your inventory, and then gives it back to her when she actually joins. I'm not too sure if it's that sophisticated, but I don't know. It's just something that I noticed. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, as you can see, the kid leaves your side, goes back to the forces of USA. What I can confirm is the fact that Billy the Kid comes back to your roster with the exact same troops that she left with. So the game's kind of fair in that sense. So, as thanks for you taking care of the Native American problem, Columbus gives you, true to her side of the deal, she gives you all those cities. So your revenue basically goes up by like a couple 100,000 even? I don't know. They're not really too important except for like events and shit, so. I mean, all the cities are basically like that. So we can get started on Ishikawa Goemon's events here. So as you can notice, I'm going to end the video here, but right after this. So as you can see, now that Columbus has given us the city of Anchorage up in Alaska, we now have an alternate path into Russia, and we can actually, surprisingly enough, declare war on Russia from 2 different places. Obviously, you can only declare war on them once, and once you declare war on them, that you can attack from wherever. But interestingly, the requirements to declare war on Russia are different depending on where you want to invade them from. So there are 3 places you can invade Russia from, even though we're not going to do it right now. So I don't really need to explain this, but I will anyway. From Kamchatsky, from Anchorage to from Vladivostok, from Xanadu, whatever, and from Helsinki, from St. Petersburg. You can invade them from all 3 ways, and all 3 ways, their diplomat, or the requirements to declare war on them are all different. Like for example, this one has 22 diplomacy and 6 diplomacy and 22 search. This one requires 18 diplomacy and 10 chemistry, and it's probably different here when you want to invade from St. Petersburg. So yeah, it's kind of strange how the war against Russia works, but it is what it is. Anyways, I think we already saved. No, we actually didn't save it, so let's go ahead and save it right there. And when we come back, we will continue on with the game and see what happens with the rest of our friends in America.